everyone, it's a beautiful day. Welcome to another online tutorial with Ogale. If you are new here, my name is Ogale and all we do on this channel is to break down the toughest mathematical concepts. We make it very easy for you, or if you've got kids that struggle with mathematics, to find it easy and fun indeed. Alright, in today's video we'll be dealing with fractions, and in this series, that's in a couple of videos that will follow this one, we'll be dealing with how to convert fractions to decimals to fractions, how to express fractions as percentages, how to add, subtract, multiply, divide fractions, equate fractions. In fact, everything on fractions, we'll be doing that on this channel. So please do well to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, so that whenever these videos are dropped, you will be the first to see it and learn from it. Alright, so let's go straight to the business of today. Fractions. What are fractions? Fractions is any number that comes with this form, for instance, like this 2/5, where it has a numerator and a denominator and a sign of division. So this number up here is called the numerator. This one down here is called the denominator, and this sign in between is called the sign of divisibility, that is the divide sign. So any number that you see that appears in this form, of course, is a fraction. That leads us to kinds of fractions. We have various kinds of fractions. We have the proper fraction, for which this is 1. Why do we call this a proper fraction? Because the numerator, that is the one up, is smaller than the one down. So wherever you have a fraction whereby the numerator is less than the denominator, it is called a proper fraction. So you can have numbers like 1/3, 4/5, and so on and so forth. These are proper fractions. Then we also have improper fractions, where the reverse is the case, where the numerator is larger. So you could have something like this: 4/3, or 10, 11, or let's say 11/4, and so on and so forth. Alright, so these are improper fractions. Then we also have the one we call the mixed fraction. That one appears with a whole number and a fraction by the side. So you can have something like this: 1 whole number 1/3. Here the whole number is this big one, and then the fraction is the 1/3 by the side. So let's go to how to convert from fractions to decimal. Fractions to decimal. Decimals are generally numbers that come with decimal points. Alright, so we'll be using these examples on the board to bring this to life. The first example says convert to decimal 2/3. So let's solve that. Let's just put our solution here. A, 2/3. The simple way to go about this is to first of all ask yourself this question: how many 3 can you see in 2? How many 3 can you see in 2? Of course, you can't see any 1, because 3 is, of course, larger than 2. So you simply write 0 points. Then you attach a small 0 to this up here. This becomes 20. So how many 3 can you see in 20? How do we solve that? So let me do the normal counting. Let me count like a nursery school child for this to be very clear to you. I might not need to do this for the other examples, but let me do this for this one. So how many 3 can we see in 20? You simply count 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is 20. So we want to find out how many 3 we can find here. So we simply count 1, 2, 3, that is 1. 1, 2, 3, that is 2. 1, 2, 3, that is 3. 1, 2, 3, that is 4. 1, 2, 3, that is 5. 1, 2, 3, that is 6. And then the last is 1, 2. So do you see that we can actually find 6 times? So you put your 6 here. Alright? We are left with 2. Remember that there's 2 out here. So that 2, you still bring it here. Put it up here. How many 3 can you find in 2? Again, you add your 0 because there's nothing that you can't find 3 in 2. So if you do another counting of 20 again, how many 3 can you find in 20? You find another 6 again. And then you still have 2 as a remainder. So you put it again. You put your 6 and then put your 2. So if you continue like this, you just keep getting 0.6666666. And this kind of decimal is called a recurring decimal. That's decimal that you keep having, is endless. The more you keep dividing, you keep getting 6666666. Alright? So this is one way to convert a fraction to a decimal. That is a proper fraction. You don't always have recurring decimals though. It's just this question that comes like that. Other questions might just give you a definite answer and then you are done with that. With this in mind, we move to the next, the big question that says you should convert 11/5 to decimal. 11/5 to decimal. So let's quickly do this. I'm not sure if this will give us a recurring decimal. So let's just try it and see. So you have your b here, 11/5. Alright? So how do we do this? Simply put, how many 5 can we see in 11? How many 5 can we see in 11? So 5 multiplied by what? So you can do that counting we did in the previous example. I don't want to go back to that, but if you are going to do that, you'll find that you can find 2. You can find 5 2 times in 11. So you have your 2 out there. And then you still have remainder 1. Just as we had that remainder 2 in the previous video, we'll have remainder 1. So that's 1, you attach it here and you put your 0 to it. So this will be 2 points. 2 points. Because that's the first answer we get, so you put your decimal point there. So how many 5 can you see in 10? Of course, that will be what? 2 again. So our answer here is simply 2.2. Easy, isn't it? Alright, so this is how to convert an improper fraction to a decimal. I don't want this video to be very long. So for the sake of the video length, I would like to stop here. But in a subsequent video, that's a video that will follow this one, we'll be solving that third example that talks about how to convert a mixed fraction to decimal. So please do well to like this. If you've not liked, please like, please subscribe, so that in the next video you'll see how to convert a mixed fraction to a decimal. From Ogale, this is Maths is Fun, and see you in our next video. Bye.